YouTube, friends, and families. Bad wolf. All right, so I promised you guys nothing but the truth, right? Okay, so here's the truth, here's the update. So, as we all know, negotiable instruments, bills of exchanges, and things of that work, okay? But here's the effery of the situation. So, I tried to pay off my house with my bill of exchange. Okay, I told you I'd bring you some information on what I was going through, what I was up to. Well, this was the new big one. Now, because bills of exchange are real and they're legal, so after a month to 2 months of dealing with, we'll call them Fells Wargo, okay, educational purposes only. They finally got back to me and said that everything with my account is in good standing. So what does that mean? That means that even though they bifurcated my account, the original people who set up, the loan for the house separated the note and the mortgage, which is illegal, which voids the mortgage. Um, they're saying that they did a review and that they found that no foul play occurred, okay, which is a lie. Um, then they also said, and I gave them like a list of 30 things pointing out the defects and faults in there. Okay, so they went through all this. They didn't answer 30% of my questions, just at all. Didn't even acknowledge it. I then talked about how they took my other bill of exchange and didn't return it. I talked about how they have this bill of exchange and didn't return it. They returned both of them in copy format only. Read just now, which means they took it, made a copy, monetized it, and only sent me back the copies, not my originals. And I know that because I sent them those in color specifically. Most places just make black and white copies. So the ones they sent me back were black and white, not my originals. Where are my originals? They monetized them. They made money off of that. Now, by law, I'm in the right standing. But how do I enforce that? How do I go after them? I'd have to take them to court, have the money and the time to be able to do that, to get what little bit is left on my house paid off, plus probably a percentage of, fees for their being deceitful in as a commercial entity. Okay, so I could do that. Is it worth my time? No. And I'm not just completely giving in, but you have to pick and choose your battles. Okay, so there's going to be some more things that I'm working on that are still out there that I got rolling. So in this one, the bad wolf has to take a knee on it in that aspect. Okay, but that just goes to show that. Now here's what they said when it came to the negotiable instrument. Okay, which was the other people are doing this and other people have gotten away with it. I even asked them in the letter. I was like, hey, have you ever taken a negotiable instrument? Has anybody ever given you this? They wouldn't answer those questions. Okay, so they know who I am and they just don't like me. All right, they're specifically doing this because they want to keep as many people paying this off over time, because that's how they really make the money. They don't want the quick low payoff. They want the long over time endurance that the money they get with that, because of the interest and everything else. So here's what they told me. They didn't say it was illegal. They didn't say it was unlawful or anything like that. Now, if it was, they would be able to take me to court and say, hey, he paid with this fake thing. They didn't say that at all. You know how they did it? They go, we do not accept finance or funding or payoffs that are not in US currency. Okay? Because here's the thing. Technically, because I'm in my own jurisdiction, what I'm issuing them can be converted into US currency, but technically my international bill of exchange is not US currency. So that's how they skated me on that one. Now, I could technically hit them back with just a bill of exchange, which is considered US, and they could do that. But every place has the right to refuse payment. Now, technically, if they refuse payment, by law, it's considered paid off, null and void, because they're not really supposed to refuse a person's attempt to pay off a debt. So this only works with debts. Okay. because this is backed by property, they have the ability to say, we're not going to take it because we can take the house. But technically, the house is not, it's not collateral for the mortgage. They try to claim it is, but because they separated it and because it's already actually paid off by your signature, they don't actually have rights to it, but they kind of do and they don't, but you have more right to it than they do, okay? And because they bifurcated it, which means separated the mortgage and the note, you have more access to it, but that's why they have to take you to court and they want you to be late by 90 days because then they can say you've defaulted, which then the insurance kicks in and pays for, but then they still go after you anyway because they want the house because they can then resell it, okay? Your property that you own, it's already paid off because of your signature, the signature loan. So it's whatever. I still got some more things to annoy them with. So in that particular situation, like I told you, I'm going to bring you the truth. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to have a fake stack of money behind me and show you some fake thing and saying, yeah, I did, this is what happened. They didn't accept it. And those are the reasons why they didn't accept it. That's how they decided they weren't going to play ball. And you can't really paint them into a corner with that because it's true. They don't have to accept it. I did form my own, nation here. They have that information. I put it out there in the public. So it's international. They don't have to accept directly international money. I really am supposed to take that to a bank, which they are, get it converted, and then they then do that. But do you think that bank is going to convert my money into money to give to themselves? No. And then here's the next thing. You think I can go to, whatever bank, whatever, and then say, hey, cash this for me, and then pay off my house? Could you guys do that for me? That'd be great. No. They're going to be like, Okay. But have people done it? Have I actually even done it with other banks for certain things, for payoffs? Loans, credit cards, whatever else. Yeah, I've done it. It just depends on if they want to play ball. And we all know Fells Wargo or greedy POSs, and they don't want the short money. They want the long money because that's how the game is played. So the hat goes off to you. And but the war is not over yet, my friends. So just give you guys a heads up. So if you thought about doing that or you want to do it, you're in a process, it may not go through because that's keeping it real. But if you guys do it and it does go through, hey, let me know. I'd love to hear your stories of victory. Victorious. So let me know. That being said, that is it. Don't forget to hit that bell icon, subscribe on the way out. Check out the offers and discounts down below. Also, you can find information on the various files that are available to buy for any of the US stuff and health and life and whatever else is down there. That's about it. This concludes my last video for this week. I will probably do some more in about another 2 or 3 weeks once I sit down and have time to write up the material, what I'm going to do. I might even study some new stuff and bring it to you, and that I will. So thanks to all the subscribers. Thanks to all the people who watch the videos. If you haven't subscribed, do so. Like I said, I see everybody's names who pop up, and I appreciate you. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay healthy. Bye for now.